Hello everyone, it's me. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget, before you even watch the video, smash the like, smash the subscribe, type a comment down below. It's me, Bruno. I'm the Curator. We're playing some D&D. We've got Story as the Halfling Paladin, Lenora. We've got Riley as the Tiefling Bard, Elliot. We got Malachi as the Gnome Wizard, Nigel. We got Darrion as the Elven Ranger. No, not Ranger. You're a rogue. Artur, and our Elven Ranger is played by TJ Halyth, who is also our Devilologist. So to catch you up to speed, the party is a group of Mishkani vagrants who are currently on their way up north to the Elven city of Sontarja to deliver a golden idol with which to trade to a chapel for quite a hefty reward. But the road has been rife with conflict. First of all, they had an encounter with some goblin raiders who were being led by an imp, a normally weak devil, but as Halyth discovered, they shouldn't, a demon that weak or devil that weak shouldn't be able to come to this realm on its own, signaling something pretty bad for the upcoming future, the relationship between humanity and devil kind. And then after that, they stopped briefly in a very shitty old town where the local elders have been giving children as sacrifices to the necromancer in exchange for peace. The party heroically attacked the necromancer and the village elder, murdering both, and also found a magical bone flute, an extremely powerful artifact, which Lenora then gave to a local village child who potentially has summoned the fifth horseman of the apocalypse. So more on that as it develops. As we encounter our party now, it's a few days later after that. This is the beginning of the evening as they're stopping for the night, and in the distance they hear another party approaching.
Oh, another party.
Yeah, your caravan is...
It's nighttime?
It's like dusk.
Okay, so
like you guys are just getting settled down for the night. And in the distance, you see another group kind of like outside. They're much smaller than your group, probably only about 9 or so people, kind of in the distance. It seems like looks like they're kind of heading towards you at the moment.
I guess I'll blow the horn and be like, what's the horn sound like? People ho.
And then
what you call it?
Some hoes.
You hear somebody in the distance says, "Stay your weapons. We mean you no harm."
Your weapons. Ooh.
I kind of look at the other people. Like, should we do it?
Might as well.
You see, as they're getting closer, it's still kind of light out. You see that there's about 5 or so people. The leader of them who's shouted back is a half-elf woman who seems to be standing rather tall. There's several other kind of mismatched people, and then there's probably 4 or 5 people who are look like they're in army uniforms, like the Emperor's army.
So the leader is a half-elf?
Their leader seems to be a half-elf. If anyone wants to make a perception check on this group, they can.
Yeah.
I do perception.
17.
17? Nat 20?
Plus something. 22.
20. Dirty 20.
Yeah, you guys kind of decided that the most surprising thing about this group is that one of their member is a beast man. Looks to be kind of like a pangolin beast man, which is strange because the Emperor and the Empire as a whole is at war against the beastmen currently. And this army is dressed up. The other thing you notice, especially with that Nat 20, is you see that all the patches where they're in the uniform where the symbol of the Empire would have been, they've actually seem to have been replaced or stitched over with this symbol of Antego, which is the god of war and battle. And that is the god that the Empire ascribes to, but their army logos have been removed and replaced with the symbol of the god. As you're looking at them, the woman says, "Say your weapons. We just mean we mean to make camp for tonight as well. If you were not opposed to it, there's safety in numbers. If you would allow us, we would camp next to you."
Where are you guys headed?
I'm gonna look around, and I'm just kind of like shrug when then somebody else started talking.
When you ask Halyth where they headed, she says, "We are headed southwest towards the temple, another temple of Antego. We wish to recover the shield, the shield of honor."
What does the shield do?
It is one of the Antego's weapons of the Chosen. Before we say any more, we must know: are you friend or foe?
So we're trying to figure out
we're friends. Tell you what, I'll even help you set up camp.
Yeah, I was picking flowers to give them a flower necklace. I'm gonna look at them like, do I look like a evil person?
Nigel,
Rusty right now.
And then Nigel, as you say, you'll help them set up camp. Your three goblins, Hobnob and Dob, go, "Oh, our king is so generous. We shall also help you set up the camp." And she goes, "Goblins."
I say, don't worry. These goblins are stupid.
Yes, compared to our king, everyone is quite stupid. He is very intelligent.
I'm making myself. Okay.
And the elf, half-elf woman says, "Good. And we have a shall have no strife. My name is Isabeau, and I am a cleric of Antego."
Antego.
This is my company. We are the Consort of Might, and we seek to serve in Antego's name by destroying the god Inkith. And if you know, Inkith is the god of chaos. And so,
I understand that you used to be part of the Empire from your uniforms.
She says, "Yes, but it's a long story. Perhaps my group shall do some cooking for tonight, and then over dinner we'd be happy to discuss our situation more."
Sounds delightful.
That's just they spent a little time sitting at camp. Nigel and the goblins help them with their tents, and some of the group seem a little uncomfortable. So the rest of their group, as they introduce themselves, Isabeau seems to be their leader. She's a cleric, a half elf. There's also so most of the there's 4 or 5 men who clearly look like low-ranking, kind of like foot soldiers. There's a monk, like a capuchin monk, so he's got like the bald spot on his head, who is copying a text of Antego. His name is Gregorio. There's an elven, kind of like spellcaster woman, and she has a very polite smile, but she doesn't seem to like being talked to. Her name is Talia. There's a halfling who is riding on a goat. His name is Artur, and his accent is just unintelligible. It's just very hard to understand.
He's riding a goat?
He's riding a goat.
Is he like Boomhauer?
Very much, I would compare him to Boomhauer, yes. But you get the sense that he's like Boomhauer, but maybe a little more racist. But you just can't.
Boomhauer's not racist at all.
Yeah, so he's like not like racist. He's just like, he could be. You can't tell through his accent though.
What's the halfling's name?
Artur.
Artur, and what's the goat's name?
The goat's name is Bosnek.
Does the pangolin speak common?
The pangolin has not really introduced. He's kind of stayed at the back of the group. I mean, you tell he's also kind of like cloaked over, and you really only notice that he was like a beast man with that, like because you all rolled so high. But he's like pretty heavily cloaked, as if to kind of disguise himself.
I offer him one of my clockwork toys.
He takes it and he says, what is it? Like what type of?
Well, I was making like a little soldier the last session, so. That's
what you give him, yeah.
It just walks.
He looks at it and says, "Your handicraft is impressive, most impressive."
That's what gnomes are known for. So
For
forgot
what
you were
brings a
gnome.
pangolin to these parts?
I find myself here on an unlikely quest, but I am united in my cause with the rest of them. I seek in the name of Antego to destroy the god Inketh. This, he says, on my back, the sword of oaths, and that sword is also a legend, like matching the shield is a legendary weapon of Antego. It has chosen me to fulfill its purpose. And as the evening goes on,
I want to talk to the halfling.
oh yes, for sure.
He's got his sword.
He's feeding. He's trying to make the goat eat something. He's like, man, I'm gonna eat a little munch.
What's your goat's name?
Hmm?
What's the goat's name?
Kind of like gives the goat a little pat behind the horns. And he's like, Bosnick here is going to munch. Not giving a good, eating the stomach, upset.
Can I pet him?
It's hot.
You see, he like kind of looks like he doesn't want you to, but Bosnick just kind of like.
My hand is already out.
Your Bosnick just.
Oh. What does Zip think about the goat? Zip like a goat.
Zip's like, wow.
Zip is angry.
Wait, I'm supposed to use this for now. Zip a goat.
Zip, your little pixie looks good. It's like, wow, it looks kind of dumb.
Yeah. Is he saying anything? Do you speak goat?
Like, no, why would I want to talk to goats? They're kind of creepy. You see their eyes, and you look at Bosnick's eyes, and they have like those weird sideways pupils. Looking at him up, he looks cute from a distance, but up close, he looks a little disgusting. I'll be honest. He looks like this
Like
real,
a SpongeBob
dirt.
zoom in.
Yeah, exactly. More like a flapjack zoom in.
I'm gonna like put some flowers around the fur in his horns, and then I'm gonna go cat. And I'm gonna say, thanks, Uther.
Uther is get on the vegan lifestyle. I'm not,
Oh, you, and I'm gonna punch his shoulder and walk away.
Yeah. And then Talia says, "Still yourself, Uther." She's the elf. She says, "Still yourself, Uther. You've been away for so long. You're not accustomed to the customs of today. This is very normal." And he's like, "Thing on personal space.
Oh, did you want a hug? I'm so sorry."
Completely unintelligible. Cannot understand what he's saying at all. So, is anyone else seeking to interact with anyone in particular out of the group?
I'm gonna talk to Talia.
Dr. Talia?
I was gonna go up and say, hi, nice to meet you.
Says, is it?
What?
What's your name?
Sorry. It's Elliot.
Elliot. Well, the pleasure's all mine.
Oh.
As I've said before, I am Talia, and I am I'm a spellcaster for the consort.
Oh, spellcast. Oh, wow. Casting spells. Oh, fuck. Good to meet you. And he's gonna walk away.
Does anyone talk to the monk?
Does he pass me when he walks away?
Yeah.
Does Elliot pass me? I'm gonna say, "You're awkward."
Thanks.
And Halyth, you were going to talk to the monk?
Yeah, no one's talking to him yet.
Yeah, he's been pretty intently copying from one book. You see his old very elaborate book, and he has another book about the same size that clearly looks much newer that he's copying into.
What are you copying?
And he looks up and he's little glasses or goggles. He takes them off and he puts his pen down for a second. Before he starts talking to you, he blots the ink to make sure it's not going to smudge. He's like, well, you see, this is one of the main texts of Antego. His will and wishes, as you will. It's also a little bit of his life and times, and a little extra juicy gossip from the god world, as it were. And
so you're like a historian as well.
Well, I'm first and foremost I'm a simple monk. I've dedicated myself to Antego, and through I see in my duties, not only is it my duty to help on this mission, but also to protect and make sure that there are copies of his work available in the world. And so I seek to prevent them from being destroyed, or whether through age or through malicious intent.
I just go back to where I was.
He's pleasant chatting with you.
People just leave like that.
No further discussion.
I do like that all of y'all interact with people like you're like children who are curious about something, and as soon as you get your answer, you're like, okay, and then just head back. So Daphne, the dwarven leader of your caravan, around now that they've started making a stew, says, "Right then, so what's all this about your mission going on that you're going on?"
The accent she had last time?
Yeah, it's just very loosely. I'm trying to do kind of Scottish typical dwarf, but I'm not very good at it.
Mm.
I came in a little strong this time. Last time she was more like Daphne is a dwarf. Yeah.
News to me.
I've said it's in my notes. You can check the paper.
Oh, I don't doubt you. I just don't remember this piece of information.
All right then. And Isabeau says, yes. Well, as you know, as I mentioned before, we are currently, in the name of Intego, on a holy crusade to wipe out the god Inkeith. His chaos is simply destroying the world. You know, a long time ago, I was in the Empire's army, and there amongst their ranks, and I believe that the source of evil in the world was the beastmen and their kind. However, I've realized since that there's simply so much proof against that. This whole war has been caused by the god of chaos himself seeking to sow turmoil throughout the land. These men, and she gestures kind of like the lower ranking men, were from my original unit, and we are all that remains of that unit now. After I received a divine vision from the god Intego, we split off from our orders, didn't report back. We headed out towards the Beastlands to find the sword. Yes?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm sleepy. Who's Intego? What does he do?
Intego, he's the god of war and battle and justice and honor.
War? Okay.
And who's the chaos one? What was his name?
Inkeith.
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 War, battle, justice, and honor.
Inky,
yes,
like
all of
Pac-Man?
those. What?
Inky, like from Pac-Man?
Inkeith.
Like from Pac-Man?
Like
Is it spelled Inkeith?
I don't know.
No, not like from Pac-Man. This isn't a Pac-Man campaign. This is D&D Pac-Land.
Bro, that's exactly how I spelled it though.
Inky, exactly.
I gotta go. But yes, back to your question. He is a god of justice. He is good.
I have a if it's not too much of a bother.
You go ahead. She's very like commander, military. Like the military has not left her.
Yeah. Isn't war dependent on chaos?
No, the war that we speak of in our world, he is known as the god of war because those who go to war often pray to him. But his birth, his origin are from justice and honor. Justice and honor that are found in battle.
He's the patron saint of war.
He's not a saint. He's a god.
Well, you could say he's the patron of those who go to war, so he wouldn't necessarily be a god of war, but a god about war.
These are semantics. We know him as the god of war. That is how I learned of him. I mean, truly, a god of justice is more precise, and there can be no justice while chaos remains and reigns.
It's true. There must be peace. This beast war has gone for too long.
Isn't it kind of contradictory with having war and justice under the same umbrella of a person?
There are many types of war.
And we kind of ripping these people's religion apart, aren't we?
We're having a philosophical discussion around a campfire as we eat
What is war?
Yeah, you see, his in a world such as this, where good and evil are quantifiable things that are real, there is justice. And there can be. Now, if this was a morally gray world where there was no definable source of good and evil, maybe that would be true. But in this world, I mean, we have spells, protection from good and evil. If good and evil weren't real, those spells wouldn't work. This is me as the DM saying this also.
I was about to start like arguing with you. I was like, "What? Listen, this
good in this world, quantifiably, both good and evil, and law and chaos can be measured. That's why spells like protection from good and protection from evil work. Because otherwise, you could cast protection from evil, and someone could say, "Well, I'm not really evil. I'm kind of looking at it from this point of view," and and then the spell wouldn't work, and there'd be no point to having it. But yes, good and evil are real. Devils are evil. Celestials are good.
Perception of the person who is casting the spell.
Yeah, we're not playing like that. Homie, don't play that right now.
Homie, don't play those games.
I talk to Daphne on the side. I say, why aren't we helping with these people on their plight? This is a really serious thing.
It's like, well, they haven't asked us for help yet. Plus, we've got our own business to attend to, and we Mishkani, we've never been ones to deal in the affairs of the gods. If you would like to join their party, then I have no means to stop you with which to stop you. But
it's just left for the rest of the campaign.
Am I familiar with this history of Antego and Inkeith?
I mean, you would know that they are definitely opposed gods. Antego is maybe not good, but he is the side of law, and Inkeith is the side of chaos. So it's rather than being good versus evil, it's like law versus chaos.
It's like I understand their whole war.
Yeah, it definitely, from a common sense standpoint, to you definitely makes sense that followers of Antego would want to get rid of Inkeith. So yeah, but that's just your story. So basically, the sword of a vision of the sword of Antego was in the Beastlands, and so they traveled, split off from their military division. Many of them died along the way, but they found Gregorio and Talia along the way. Once they got to the Beastlands, is where because they still went in very prejudiced against the Beast people because they were at war with them. They hadn't yet had the realization that the war was caused by the chaos. And what changed that was meeting Mantle, which is the name of the Beast Man in their party, where cause they found him with a sword, and they thought he had stolen it. But as a matter of fact, the sword had chosen him. And that sparked a realization for me that if Antego could choose a beast man to be his champion, then there was really the war that we're fighting on this scale is largely pointless. Yeah. Yes. But then, so coming back, of course, I had split off from the military, and so there was not a way to gain safe passage back, especially with break through the combat lines, especially with the beastmen in our party. So we had to go through the Underdark, which is essentially there's like the surface layer of caves and caverns, and then there's the Underdark, which is where dark elves and Trugar, which are like the albino dwarves, and the Darrow, which are like the gnomes, like all the truly underground society and evil society and world is down there. It passed the Underdark, and that's where we found Uther, who'd been kept prisoner there for who knows how long. But yes, currently we're tracking down the shield.
I'm gonna look at Uther and go, oh.
Yep.
Sad for you.
All down ground.
But obviously, she doesn't have a good gauge of who's her.
Yep, been on ground, underground. Yep. And she says currently. Okay.
Poor thing.
Yep. All right. And Isabel says, currently we're tracking down the Shield of Honor while we've been avoiding military forces. And after we claim both artifacts, we intend to head. We intend to convince the king, King Basrar, that to aid I was originally from his kingdom. We intend to use both to convince him to aid in our quest, and then we shall climb Inkeith's tower and fight them directly.
Full story. I'm gonna go put on my armor jammies.
It was serious for a second.
Which king are they asking for aid?
So King Basrar, and he's kind of the king of. He's probably like a kingdom or two north of here. So basically, they're going southwest, and then they're gonna have to come back up north to talk to him. And her logic is essentially that, like, you know, if their champion Mantle has both the sword and the shield, and he's proven to be chosen, there's no way that the king can refute his legitimacy as a champion of Antego, and thus will supply them with forces to fight this god. And currently, the way the political system works is the land of men, elves, dwarves, halflings, all that is divided up into kingdoms. But there's one it's called an empire because there's the compact between them all. There is an emperor who is in charge of everything, and he's the main one who it's that war against the Beastlands. And I will say you're not too sure about what the political situation in the Beastlands is.
So far he only has a sword, right?
Yeah, he just has the sword.
If we help them get the shield, I feel like we'll do a great service to their cause without putting too much of our necks out.
Isabeau says, well, it would be appreciative. We could always use help, but it is probably a few more weeks or potentially even months of travel.
Months. All right.
We're already
Well, I guess
with like our.
And they scratch our backs. We scratch ours, I guess.
Make an insight roll for me, if you will, as to their kind of like perception of you all.
I'm not there.
We have 4.
4? Anyone else? Is anyone else making an insight roll? 13?
13.
I could do it, yeah.
Is there a modifier to add to it?
Yeah, it'd be your. If you don't have it as a skill, it would just be your wisdom modifier.
16.
Okay.
16.
Oh yeah, I just got regular 4.
Yeah,
21.
so it seems 21. Yeah, so Elliot and Halyth, it both seems to you like these people. You know, is it Nigel? You're thinking there could be kind of like a give and take. Halyth and Elliot, you both get the sense that these people, in their divine purpose, won't be doing any favor returning until their campaign has been complete. So essentially, like they get once they get the shield, there's no like time for them to do other things. They're going straight to the king. Once they convince the king, they're going straight to the tower, and those things are all very far apart from each other. It seems like, and with that above a 20 score, you also get the sense that the general foot soldiers seem like a little more powerful than your group. They're probably about 3rd level. The rest of the party is probably around like 8th or 9th level, as far as like, and you don't know that in the sense of like, obviously not literally, but they're dealing with problems that are like far out of your. It probably puts you. You see, from your point of view, Elliot, right now, as it stands right now, traveling with their party would put your party in extreme danger.
Okay.
We need to live for the Great War.
The war against the devils. Yeah.
Darrion, the main guy.
And Isabeau has a very like kind of like you guys kind of like talk. I assume you're kind of talking this over between each other. And Isabeau says, "I did not mean for my story to come as a request of an imposition upon you. As a thank you for letting us stay, I merely wish to be honest about the situation that we find ourselves in. And we have found that, we've talked with several other Mishkani caravans throughout our travels, and we have found that your people to be more welcoming and understanding than most."
Come back.
Well, good luck. Good luck in your travels. And I would like to give you my favorite goblin to carry your equipment, Knob.
Dang.
Are you saying that? Or
yeah, I'm saying that, but I'm lying.
Gotcha. And Nob says, I have become the favorite of the king and shall carry out his duty. And then Nob says, I shall not disappoint you. And then Nob
wait, I want to say something to Nob.
Hmm.
I kneel down like I love when I say, you have to serve these people. They're trying to fight for the world. And I want you to come back, but I want you to fight to the death for these people. If you have to die, then die.
I understand, my king. I shall not die. If I must fight to the death, then I shall remain living and fight on evermore.
I give him a dagger.
Okay, gotcha. A dagger. All right. So he runs out, and Isabeau says, "Well, with a beast man in our midst, I'm sure a goblin is not going to lower our reputation or status any more than it. So I'll also just thank you for pledging a unit to our service."
No problem.
And Hob and Dob are like making a little like goodbye thing for him, because when he leaves, them we should have it ready by morning. We should. Shall be an excellent piece of to remember us by. It shall be.
Good.
Anything else before nightfall and bedtime and all that?
Bedtime.
No, nothing, man.
So.
I mean, if anybody had are we suspicious of them at all?
Are you?
I'm always suspicious. My anxiety is
Lenora
terrible.
wouldn't be, but Story is. I'm just worried about going to sleep and then like getting.
I mean, to be fair, there's both sides have like guards. So your caravan has like a nighttime guard procedure where people take watch. Theirs does too, and so your watch people at night. Like first
Guards
up,
watching each other.
Yeah. First up is Zaphor.
It's a staring contest. It's multiple hours long.
So first up on you guys' side is Zaphor, who is Halyth and Artur's half brother, and then what is it? You got your other ones. You have the other rock gnome Hastings, Corinne the Paladin Orc, Kizzy Wigmore, who's who's one of Lenora's cousins, the cleric halfling, Amelia, Halyth's apprentice. So this group, they're not really on your bench because they're more like the night shift people. And you have some interaction with them, but they're more like, usually they're more awake at night, and that's why they're not doing stuff during the day. Yeah.
Makes sense. Well, Lenora's gonna knock out Snoring Like a Bear as per usual.
I'm going to sleep as well.
I mean, could like the NPCs, like the ones you just said, like were they hearing all of this?
Yeah, you're welcome. They've all been part of the conversation, having dinner around the fire.
Eat together, but it's our dinner and their breakfast.
Kinda, yeah, essentially.
Like we've never really shown me talk to like Amelia. So I guess I'd talk to her for a little bit.
She says, well, Inketh is a god of chaos, not a god of evil, so I doubt that they would have any association with the devils that we are hunting.
But we need to prepare for anything. What I saw with the goblins, I mean, that's nothing that they could do. I mean, you saw how pathetic that king was. There's no way that he came on his own. Something is brewing. I don't know if it has to do with that, but I do hope that they are able to prevail. So I do have a sense that should that Darrion come around the same time, that they could ally together, him and Keith. You never know. Like he may have no loyalty, he may just want to destroy the world, but he could use him to help him destroy before turning against him.
She says,
chaos brewing.
She says, well, and this is actually I'm not saying this as the Ginger Master. So also to your knowledge, such an alliance is certainly possible because evil, is not above partnering with anything to get their goals. But you do know that Darrion and the devils which you hunt are lawful evil. It's demons that are like chaotic evil.
Okay.
Yeah, and she says, but yeah. So while it is entirely possible that the gods with similar goals, if their goal is world destruction, who better to team up with than like the destruction of chaos it's incarnate. But if their goal is not destruction, then they would be less likely to team up with such a force. But it's true. It's just, we'll have to figure out what their goals are before we can figure out exactly what to do.
I'm not sure. It's thing of like we have our own mission right now, and I get the sense like if we follow them, we're going into territory that we're just not ready for. I mean, we need to be ready if we are to fight, and we're not. Like, there's no point going in like headstrong, full of martyrdom when like we could live longer and prepare and not even have to die. Because I fought Darrion in that army twice already. The second time was worse than the first. I'm afraid this time could mean the end if we don't succeed.
She just kind of nods solemnly. She said, I'll be ever vigilant on my watch tonight, and if I see anything suspicious, I shall wake you.
Good. Yeah. Let me know. Good night to you.
She says, oh, and Mistress Halyth?
Yes.
I've been thinking. So technically all of the kind of characters are like level, you guys are the strongest in the group, so everyone in the caravan right now is kind of like level 0. So I've been thinking, I know that your archery skills are quite impressive, and I would like to study archery as well, but with your permission, I would like to study the archery of the arcane. And basically she's asking if she, rather than following your exact like footsteps path-wise, she's interested in being a fighter and then taking the arcane archer subclass when she gets to that point in her training.
An arcane archer, that's like involves like witchcraft.
Kind of. So it's like your arrows. Each arrow you can give them like special powers, like blinding or deafening or stunning or things like that.
It has potential to it. If that's what you want, go for it. You forge your own destiny. I'm all for the destiny that you want to forge. I believe you can do it if you put your mind to it.
She bows her head. She says, thank you. I shan't fall behind on any of my other training in addition to this. And then she is anyone else talking to anyone before they head to bed?
Lenora has fully knocked out, snoring.
Knocked out. Zip is kind of just like, it's still in the cage, kind of looking around. The goat, Bosnek, has come over and just like kind of flat. It's not asleep, but it's just like on the ground, just like looking at it. It's like weird eyes, and Zip's just like, the goat's like, just like drools getting into the bird cage a little bit.
Zip?
No, I mean, Zip's in the bird cage, but he's just like, it's just real gross, and Zip's just like, and Uther's kind of just like, Bosnek, and Bosnek gets up and starts kind of like away. Yeah, night passes without really any incident. The next morning, morning rise. The other group gets up a little earlier than the rest of your group normally does, but you hear them, and as they're waking up, you see Hob and Dob, the remaining 2 goblins. They've like embroidered a really shitty like handkerchief for Nob, and they're like, best of luck, we wish you. You are the chosen of this path. It's like, Very, very valiant I must be. The name of my king, I shall serve this cause. And then as he's about to head off, he waves to you, Nigel.
The Bergen Prince from the Trolls movie. The one that's voiced by McLovin.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And then, so Isabeau, I'll wish you should we meet again, I hope that our party shall have cause for celebration. You've been very hospitable to us. Thank you.
Safe travels.
And then they take off, and you guys start heading back up towards the road.
I'm waking up now. I'm gonna wake up after they've already left.
Yeah. So as normal, just for you, you've been put into one of you've been loaded onto one of the carts, and you wake up with the cargo as you do most mornings.
And I'm gonna look around and go, Boston. Oh. I'm gonna sit forlorn on the edge of the cart, kind of like swishing my feet because I'm upset.
So you can say bye.
I didn't get to tell them bye.
But you do, obviously, you wake up with definitely probably goat slobber on the side of your face.
I'm gonna pet it and just kind of nuzzle that part of my face. It's like, oh.
So gross. Yeah. So today,
short.
But it shall be remembered forever.
Forever.
So anyway, you guys start heading up. The other party has departed, but you've left on good terms, seemingly made friends and perhaps allies under the right circumstances. You find yourself a little ways. You see probably about a little after midday, probably about 3 or 3:30. You encounter a little roadside shrine to the Fae.
I'm guessing we have to stop.
But actually, you don't have to. I would say Daphne probably would want to. Yeah.
Well, she is the leader.
Steps out to kind of these shrines aren't super common. I would say you probably encounter, compared to other shrines, you probably encounter other shrines the major gods once or twice a week. You probably encounter these probably on your travels once or twice a month.
Can we read what it's? Or is there any reading?
Yeah.
Yes, it's not really so much a. What is it? Yeah, you can make an investigation roll, sure.
I didn't do good.
16.
I got a 6.
6. Yeah. Just going through this. It looks just like a regular fairy shrine. You said you got a 16, Halyth?
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel like something's a little off. You can't play. Everything, all the offerings, the standing stones, and everything. These aren't big standing stones. It's a little kind of smaller one. But something just seems kind of off to you, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Does Zip sense anything?
Zip. Zip is very kind of a low level, so it's not particularly.
Okay, I'm gonna take out. I only have gold pieces, so I'm gonna take out 1 gold piece and set it there.
Yeah.
Right. That would be something that we would do, right?
Maybe. Generally, it's more fruits and more offering type things than actual gold. I will say you do see a little ways back, especially at 16. There's a little maybe not a cottage, maybe more a hut, a little ways back.
Well, I definitely tell people that I just warn them that I said something is off, so I don't know what, but to just be on the lookout.
You point out the hut to them?
Well, yeah, I might point out the hut too.
Yeah.
So now it's the discussion of whether we check it out or not.
Cool.
I'm gonna walk up to it. Is there a fence around the hut of any sort, or is it just a hut?
No, just a little hut in the woods.
Okay. Is there anything around it on the outside, like fruit trees or flowers or anything on the ground that's interesting?
Not really. I would say as you walk up to the hut, though, from the other side of the road, the hut is behind the shrine on the right side of the road. From the other side of the road, you hear a dog like barking and growling.
I'm going that way instead.
You hear it back? Yeah. You see like it's facing the direction of like the shrine in the hut and just
Can I go up and talk to the dog and try to calm it too after her?
Yeah, so you go
I have animal handling.
Yeah, you guys both make animal handling rolls if you both like to.
And it's a 20?
Yeah, D20. Artur and Lenora are the ones making this check.
Rolled a 9.
Yeah, it just seems like
I hate it here.
it just seems like a real grumpy dog.
I still want to try and pet it. I'm just not doing it very well.
12.
Well, yeah, with a 12, you can see that the dog is not barking at you guys. It seems to be barking in the direction of the shrine in the hut.
Do y'all got detect magic or anything?
No.
I mean, would a nature check do anything?
A nature check?
Nah.
What would you be looking for?
Well, I mean, if
With the
there's
nature
anything like off with the nature, like around the shrine or anything.
You're welcome to make a roll.
Alright.
I technically could do a detect magic.
As you guys are, was it kind of like looking at this dog in the shrine? You see like a very kind of like feeble looking, like the door to the hut opens, and a very kind of feeble looking old man kind of like meanders out of the hut with this cane, and the dog just goes fucking nuts. And I was like, I see travelers. There's so many of you. Hello there.
What's your name?
Elliot, you want to give a little name?
I am Mr. Kind. I am the caretaker to this here shrine.
Is insight like their true intentions?
Yeah, that could be kind of like.
All right, I'm gonna roll insight on this man.
Huh.
21.
He hasn't said anything like weird or out of place, but his limp seems a little like unnatural, and maybe something about his tone of voice seems a little weird. But like, I mean, those could just be eccentricities possibly. But that's what stands out to you, having heard him say all of two things.
Have I gotten to the point where I can be like petting on the dog yet? Even if it's still
the dog, the dog's not like snapping at you.
Okay.
Like it's just barking across the road.
See the old man?
Yeah, he's not trying to hide. You see him over there.
I'm gonna yell out, "Hey, is this your dog?"
Says, oh heavens, no! That dog is just a little troublemaker that lives in the area.
Interesting. I'm gonna start putting names for the dog.
They definitely sense if something's off with this place, I definitely sense something's off about him. I mean, I'm being polite. I'm not gonna start shit, but I'm really very wary of him.
I trust a dog over a person any day.
Yeah, that with the dog too.
Can I make a check to see if the old man is by himself? What would that be?
A perception roll.
Okay.
How far away is this from us?
So you guys are on the road. It's probably about. Distances are weird in this game because there's like, I think of distance in terms like visually and spatially. Versus like, the hut's probably about 50 feet back from the road. So Halyth is probably about like part way to the hut. Like you said, you're that way. The road is probably about 10 feet across. Yeah, so the dog's probably about 5 feet off the road. So it's the hut is like 65, 70 feet from the people who are with the dog. What's it called? And then 50 feet from the road. Halyth is probably about 20 feet towards the hut. It's like 30 feet away from the hut. The old man is like 5 feet out of the hut.
and I cast. Oh, I got a 12 for the perception.
I mean, not a whole lot. You see that the road is kind of like covered in like fallen leaves. Which, I mean, the leaves, it seems kind of, it does seem a little bit weird because like the trees don't look like fall trees or like autumn. It's not autumn.
Did you say what this shrine was for? Sorry.
Yeah, it's just a shrine to the Fae. There's a lot of roadside shrines. Most of them don't have, I mean, some shrines are like the more populated shrines have caretakers, but most shrines don't. It does seem a little weird that one this small would have a caretaker.
Can I cast Charm Person on the old man? I say, our band of travelers were really weary. We had such a long day yesterday, and we barely got any sleep. Can we come inside your house?
He has to make a
wisdom save.
Gotcha. What's he trying to beat?
Where can I find that?
Spell save DC.
Oh, it's gonna be 14.
Yeah, definitely doesn't beat that. He says, yes, please come inside with me.
All right.
And as soon as you walk in, is it just you walking into the hut, or is anyone else walking into the hut?
Does anyone want to come?
I'm playing with the dog.
I guess I kind of slowly, like, walking, like, I guess you could say I go in, but I'm just, like, super, like, observant and, like, slow.
I'm just walking in, yeah.
I'm just walking in.
So wait, raise your hand if you're going in. You four? Gotcha. So you four head in. As soon as you head in, the man closes the door, and he's like, look, I don't know what is compelling me to do so, but you are all in great danger here. I am not who I say I am. And then he takes off this mask. It dispels this illusion. He's this ugly, like, cockroach man. He says, my people lie in wait under the foliage in the road, and soon, when the signal is given, they will all jump out. Your caravan is in great danger. You must hurry.
Why are you telling us this shit?
I don't know why. I don't know why. I just feel compelled to. He's telling you because he's under the effects of the Charm Person spell from Nigel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we magic missile him?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, why would he betray his own people if he's dangerous himself?
Yeah, he's under the effects of a magic spell.
All right. I sent a message to what's Dory's name again?
Lenora.
Lenora. I send a message to you. I'm like, stop petting that dog.
What?
And also, there's a trap coming with roach people.
Roach people.
As soon as you say roach people, I need everyone to roll initiative as
Damn
roachlings jump from the earth.
Roaches, Bruno.
Or roach
They're called roachlings.
Ew.
They live in the projects.
Wait, before the call starts, is a dog a girl or a boy?
Would you have checked?
It's neutered.
Yeah, I was giving it a belly rub.
Gotcha. It's a girl.
Okay, her name is Gwen.
Or it doesn't have testicles at any rate.
Okay. Well, it doesn't super matter, I guess. I had two different names, and one fit more for Gwen, one more for a girl for me. Anyway, the dog's name is Gwen with a Y.
And I rolled a 15.
Rolled a dumb number.
Roll two. I can't roll today.
12.
Lazy. You're not taking no kind of initiative today. None of us.
What's wrong with it now?
Okay, so did anyone get above a 20?
No.
Anyone get between a 15 and a 20?
A 15.
15?
I hate it here.
Anyone get between a 10 and a 15?
Actually, I take that back. I forgot to add my initiative. It would be 19.
19? All right. Who got
12.
12. Elliot. Anyone else get between a 10 and a 15? All right. Who got between a 5 and a 10? What'd you get?
I got a 4.
Huh?
between
No, I was talking to TJ.
Oh, my fault. I can't tell who you're pointing to.
TJ, what'd you get? TJ.
7. Right.
7. Gotcha.
I thought I said.
No. Or multiple people were talking at once. And sometimes the audio cuts out for me. So you got a 4, and then Lenora got a 2. So you hear, so you in the hut, you hear like leaves bursting in the road. And Lenora, you see on the road, there's several people like in the midst of the caravan that your caravan members start fighting with. Around you, you see there is, make a perception check for me, because you definitely see 4 of them around you.
Perception is wisdom, which I have a little bit of. Freaking 5.
5, yeah. You just see those 4 in the road, but none of you are surprised since you were told essentially that there was about to be an ambush. So first up, that's going to be Artur in the hut.
Shit. So I'm in the hut, and I'm about, what, 30 feet from the caravan?
You're about 50 feet from the road. The caravan's a little further back. I'm going to say this, though. The ones that you guys are fighting,
Yeah.
the better you, basically, however you guys deal with them, if you guys have a resounding success, the caravan will have a resounding success. If you guys have a real tough time, the caravan has a real tough time, if that makes sense. So you're not directly in the caravan's combat, you're in your own.
Okay, so.
The old man, that guy?
Yeah, the Roach Lord, essentially, is with you.
Okay. So him and his little cronies near us.
Well, so there's, make a perception. Are you going out of the hut or are you staying in the hut?
I'm going to go outside of the hut. Probably.
Okay, so as soon as you get to the hut, make a perception roll for me.
Perception. 19 plus 5, 24.
24. Yeah, you see there's 4, like, with their backs to you, roachlings with, like, darts in hand they're getting ready to throw towards the road.
I can only throw 1 dagger at a time, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they're within distance for you to get up to and attack regularly, though, and because they weren't expecting you would get advantage.
Okay, cool. You know it. Run up to 1 and attack him with my rapier.
All right, go ahead and roll it with advantage.
Thank God. I had a 9, now I got a 20.
Was it a natural 20?
Natural 20, yeah.
Oh shit, that's a critical hit. So you're doing Steak Tech, so you get to double all your dice too.
Holy shit, it's okay.
So your rapier's D8?
Yeah, rapier's D8.
So plus your sneak attack times 2. So you just roll 2D8 and I believe 2D6.
2D8. Jesus. I wrote 2D8 first, right?
Well, you can roll them all at once if you want to. 2D8 and 2D6.
Okay, cool. Well, I only got 1D6. Give me just a second. I got a 1 and a 4. 8. I got a 2 and a 6 for the D6.
Yeah, plus your 4. Is it your damage is plus 4?
Plus 4.
Yeah, you just slash out and just like slice this guy's carapace off his back, and he just falls over on the ground, just like completely dead. And you see these other 3 dart throwers turn to face you. And then that's going to be the dart throwers' turn. So 3 of them are all going to throw their, kind of like take a 5-foot step back and then throw their darts at you. You can an attack of opportunity on one of them, but you just roll flat this time.
Okay. So I roll another D20 again?
Yeah.
Fuck. 3.
3? Yeah, you lash out and misses. He jumps back. They all throw their darts at you. Let's see, that one misses. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 of them hit you because one of them rolled like a 22. D4 plus.
Somebody help me.
2 that hit you. They hit you for initiative. One hits you for 6 points of damage. One hits you for 5 points of damage. So 11 points of damage total.
Damn, boy, my fucking ankle broke.
What are you down to?
4.
And then
my leg.
And then Lenora, you feel 3 darts dink off your armor from the other side of the road. That is going to take us to Elliot in the hut.
Okay, I think so. The Lord guy is still with us, still charmed.
But he doesn't seem like he's like about to spring into battle. He just seems like, oh no.
That's what I want to make sure of. I'm gonna head out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So there's the 4 that we see, right?
Yeah. You see there's 3 with darts. There's 4 on the road. And then make a perception check for me.
3.
3. Yeah. You don't see any others besides those 7.
Okay. I'm going to use. How far away are the 3 on the road?
The 3 on the road, they are 50 feet away on the road.
50 feet away.
Oh, so there's 4 on the road, yeah. So I guess technically 2 are 40 feet, and then 2 are 60 feet.
Cool. I'm going to use Magic Missile on 3 of them.
Okay. And home rule for Magic Missile this time, you need to tell me which ones you're sending darts at before you roll the damage, if that makes sense. Okay. So you say, I'm hitting that one with 2 darts, and then that one with
I'm just going to
dart.
even. None of them, have any of the road ones been hit yet?
None of the ones on the road have been hit.
Then I'm just going to evenly distribute 1 dart for each.
Okay.
Just the closest 3.
Okay.
So one of them gets, it's +1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2. One of them gets another 2, and 4.
4 points of damage. Gotcha. Yeah. One of them looks pretty messed up. The one that you with the 4 points of damage looks pretty messed up. The other ones just seem like, we gotta take care of this quick, boys.
Yeah. And then for a bonus action, I'm going to give some bardic inspiration to Artur.
Shit there, buddy.
And what form does your bardic inspiration take?
It's more of a what's it called? I like to think he has his horn out ready and he like blows it a little bit, gives it a little toot toot, and that sound inspires others.
Gotcha. So Artur, you feel inspired. You have bardic inspiration. So if you once again miss a roll, you can add you can roll another d6 and add that to your d20. And then that is going to take us to the swordsman on the road, who, let's see, 3 of them are going to focus on Lenora, who's right next to them. Actually, all 4 of them are. It's 3 of them go really badly. One of them, what do you get, plus? 20 is exactly enough to hit, right?
I think we just rolled this out because the defense is only added. The fighting style defense is a +1, and that's only added to armor. But I'm wearing armor 17
and holding the shield, right?
18, yeah, yes, 20 is exactly.
So, your armor class is 20. So it hit, one of them does. 4 of them go in on you. Only one of them hits, but it deals 6 points of piercing damage. It stabs, finds a chink in your armor, and stabs through. You're just being overwhelmed by these little nasties, to be frank. And then that is going to take us to Halyth in the hut as well.
The hut is just that man, right?
It's just the roachling lord.
Who's out of it, right? Because he has that.
Yeah, he's under the effects of the charm person spell. If you attacked him, he would come out of it. But right now, he just seems like, Oh no, what have I done? Oh.
Decapitate them motherfuckers. Or somebody tell them to come fight.
All right. So, with that, the spell Hail of Thorns, like, what's the distance with that?
It's the range of the weapon that you're using.
Oh, of the weapon.
So, you attack and you cast Hail of Thorns as part of your attack, I believe. Hang on, let me double check to make sure I'm not just talking out of my ass.
It is, and then they have to make a dex save.
Yeah.
It's whatever you hit.
Basically, you attack one of the targets, and then the rest of them around them make a dex save. So it's like your bolt splinters off into like a hail of thorns. That's why it's called that, huh?
Okay. So like then in front are the people with the darts? Are the ones with the darts still there?
Yeah, if you hit the guys with the darts, though, you're probably going to hit Artur and Hail of Thorns as well.
Okay, so yeah.
Whereas the ones in the road, you probably hit Lenora. So either way, you're gonna hit somebody. Yeah.
I think I'll use that yet then.
Yeah. Or I mean, actually, make a perception roll for me as you come out of the hut.
Okay, perception.
Beat a 22.
21.
21. Yeah, not quite. Sorry. Yeah, those are the only two groups that you see.
And like how far are the ones with the darts like in front of me?
Once the darts, they're probably about 10 feet in front of you in front of the hut. And then, yeah, the other ones are now probably solidly about 65, 70 feet away.
I guess I'll try to use my rapier on the ones 10 feet ahead of me.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right. Hold on. Is this the D8?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. All right, let me do it. 19 and 1d8.
Yep,
4,
that'll hit.
7, 8, 9, 11.
11 points of damage.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you just whoosh, slash out another one of these dart throwers is done for. That is going to take us to the Roach Lord, who's just freaking out in his thing. That's going to be Nigel.
I go outside the hut.
Yep. Make a perception roll for me.
Yeah, just 6.
Yeah, no, you see those same two groups. The dart throwers right in front of you, and then the other ones on the sword ones around Lenora.
If I were to cast Sleep, are they within 20 feet of each other?
The dart throwers, yeah, each group is. The dart throwers, there's only two of them left now, and there's 4 of them on the road, and they are within 20 feet of each other.
I'm going to do the road then.
Okay. What's the range on Sleep?
20 feet, like in a circle.
No, like from distance from you.
90 feet.
Yeah, you can definitely hit them from there.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the dice for that.
17.
17 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, 3 of them on the road. All 3 of the one that hadn't been hit and the 3 that looked less hurt, like fall asleep on the road, and just the most damaged one is still there.
It says it's supposed to go from the least damaged one.
Oh, it's supposed to go from the least damaged one?
Wait, the most damage. The creature that has the lowest hit points is affected first.
Lowest to the top, gotcha. Then 3 still fall down. The one who's the strongest still stays up.
Cool.
Yeah, so the 3 damaged ones go down, and the one that's still there is still standing. And then are you taking more of a movement, or what are you doing?
I close the door and lock it.
Gotcha. So you're like put a plank up against it or whatever?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah, you put a plank in the handle of the door, so you shouldn't be able to open it from the inside. And then you hear from the distance, it's like, oh, we got a caster. And then you see in we got a caster, boys. And you look over and you see 4 more roachlings, like swordsmen.
Oh my
Probably about
god.
25 or so feet, or like 30 feet behind the hut, basically. And they're rolling initiative. Gotcha. Alrighty, that's going to take us to Lenora.
Okay, so all of those people that you just described were closer to the hut, but I'm away from the hut.
So where you are, there's 4 of them on the road. 3 of them have just fallen asleep. One of them is still attacking you. It's not the one that hits you is one of the damaged ones. Sleep, and then there are 3. You can kind of, now that they've attacked you, you can see there are 3 dart throwers, like in the woods on the other, probably about 35 feet back on the other side.
Okay, then I'm gonna attack the one that's attacking me. That's awake.
Gotcha.
And I rolled with my hand axe. No, yes, with my hand axe. So I rolled a 21.
That'll hit. Yep, definitely.
Whoa. I'm trying to make sure that I know to add everything. It's gonna be 1d6 plus my. Oh, it's just 1d6 because that's my hand axe.
Are you throwing it, or are you using it, like holding onto it?
Oh, yeah, I guess I'll throw it, but
well,
still.
So if you're holding onto it, you get to add your strength modifier. It's if you're throwing it.
Is it within range for me to hold onto it?
You're attacking the one that's with the sword that's attacking you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. That plus my strength modifier, which is +4, so 10.
10 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one that's still standing. He's like, my comrades may be weak enough to succumb to magic, but I will not. Axe right in the middle of the head, just fucking.
Okay.
Motherfucker, die.
Then can I use my movement to move towards the dart blowers?
The dart thrower, it's like throwing a dart. So are you moving towards the dart throwers near the rest of the party, or are you moving away from the party towards the other dart throwers?
Towards the rest of the party.
Gotcha, start running towards them. That will take us to back to Artur. You see those 4, about 35 feet away, you see the 4 more roachlings. And then you see there's still the 2 dart throwers who are close to you who are still alive, and then there's the 3 asleep on the road.
Okay. So there's 2 dart throwers that are near me.
Yes.
Okay, I got 4 hit points.
And there's more dart throwers coming from the other side of the road chasing after Lenora.
So it's a total of 7?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yes, so awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 up total. There's 3 dart throwers chasing Lenora. There is 2 dart throwers next to you. There are 4 guys with swords who are kind of like back behind the hut, coming from behind the hut. There's 3 who are asleep on the road. Yeah.
But. What is this cunning action? You explained it to me the other day.
So basically, if you wanted to like take an attack against someone and then use your bonus action, you could use your bonus action to hide. That way, you make a stealth roll, and then that way, if they did try to attack you, they would have disadvantage on those attacks. And then next turn, if you came out of hiding, you'd have advantage on your attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and attack one of the dart throwers that's near me.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with my rapier.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled 9 plus 6, 15.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
Bet. Alrighty, and let's see, D8. Where you at? That's a D10. That's a weird D8. I'll take that. 6, 10.
10 points of damage? Yeah, you take out another one of these dart throwers. There's just one left. And then before you hide, are you running, like taking your movement to get a little bit of distance before you hide? Or are you trying to like do an immediate like area hide?
Like an immediate area hide.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make a stealth roll.
And D20 with that one or what?
Yes.
Bad. As long as I get above 12, I'm good. Ooh, 13. Plus 8, I got 21.
21. Yep. They definitely are like. You hear the one day the other dart thrower. Like you kill that dart thrower. You start like throw up some leaves basically. You hear the other dart thrower. Where'd he go? These guys don't have the greatest
you gotta
perception.
be quicker than that.
And then that will take us to dart throwers. The three who are attacking Lenora are gonna come up onto take their full movement, get up onto the road, and continue throwing darts at her. Let's see, +4, miss, and then nat 20. So let's see. So one of them gets a critical hit, finds the chink in your armor.
Hey, get that thing patched.
8 points of damage. Actually, it hits you in like the back of the neck, like right where the helm meets the plate. How are you looking?
I have 4 points left.
Very good. And then the other dart thrower. The other dart thrower is going to swivel around, and as Artur is trying to disappear, try to make an attack at him with disadvantage. I take it a 13 does not hit. Nope. All right.
No,
that's the dart throwers, and then that's the raiders. The raiders are going to come in, and let's see. Halyth took one out, so 2 of the raiders are going to attack Halyth. What's your armor class, Halyth?
16.
16. One of them manages to land a hit for 5 points of damage. The other one misses. One of them is going to attack Elliot. Does an 18 hit?
Yep.
4 points of damage. One of the other one's going to attack Nigel, or run up and attack Nigel. That is going to miss. That is those raiders, and then that is going to take us to Elliot. You guys, your group is now surrounded by, there's 1 dart thrower, and there's 4 raiders all in your immediate vicinity.
Okay. First of all, I've made the executive decision that Elliot casts all spells through his horn. Mm-hmm. Secondly, how far is everyone from me? From like around me?
Everyone around you. The only person who, let's see, Lenora, did you take your full move to get over?
Like from where I was? Yeah. I can move 25 feet.
So you are on the other side of the road. You're judging who's in distance of the horn?
Yes.
Everyone except Lenora is. Lenora is still, you just came out of the hut. The other side of the road was 60 feet. She moved 25 feet. So she's like 35, 40 feet away from you.
Oh.
Okay.
You in theory, you could take a movement. There could be an attack of opportunity against you. You could take a movement and then blow the horn.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. So you're moving away. This roachling guy took a swing at you. That is going to be a miss. Two of them swing at you and they both miss.
Okay. And then I'm going to sound the horn.
Gotcha. So everyone gets 5 temporary hit points.
5 temporary hit points.
Also,
what did they say about cantrip spells being bonus? Something or other?
So you can't cast a spell and a cantrip, or so you can't cast 2 spells in the same turn unless one of them's a cantrip. So you use your action. If there's a cantrip that is a bonus action, you can still use it.
Oh, that it's a cantrip that is a bonus action. That's right. Okay, cool. Then I think that's my turn.
That's your turn. Gotcha. So Elliot blows the horn. Everyone gets 5 temporary hit points. That's going to be, let's see, those 3 sword guys are asleep. How long does sleep? I mean, I know it lasts for a little while. Do they roll anything, or are they just asleep?
Sleep lasts for 1 minute.
And or until someone damages them, right?
It doesn't say, I don't think.
Sleep, strength reaches to sleeping. Oh yeah, they need to, if there's someone damaged, they're awake. They're still fully asleep. So that's those guys who are sleeping. That's going to be Halyth.
What are the ones near me?
So there's 4 of them in your immediate area, and there's one of them a little bit further back. It's the dart thrower, and then on the road there's 3 that are asleep and 3 other dart throwers.
I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Where was the one that managed to hit?
The one that managed to hit Lenora is on the road.
No, that hit me.
That hit you is right next to you.
Right next to me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll attack that one with my rapier.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll.
Right. Okay. $19.
19. Yep, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. 6.
6 points damage. It's barely hanging in there, but it's like, hey, you think you got the best of me? Huh? Nah, you still got a lot of me to deal with. Whew. I'm still good to go. Whew.
Oh, you're not looking pretty good, motherfucker.
Shut up! Make an intimidate roll for me.
Me? Intimidate? Yeah. Alright. Okay. Shit.
Call him a little bitch. Something.
Alright.
Say his dick small.
6. I doubt it.
Yeah, no, he's like, I'm gonna kill you for that. Are you taking a movement or a bonus action?
What would I do as a bonus action?
Anything that says bonus action.
I mean, like, I'll probably try and finish him off next roll, so I guess I'll just stay where I am.
Gotcha. That is going to take us to the guys inside. That's going to be Nigel.
I yell to the raiders that are running.
Mm-hmm.
The roach that was in the hut. What's the hut made out of?
It's just made out of like, it's not real. It's like real lightweight wood.
Bro, set that bitch on fire.
I say, your friend's in here. You better hurry and help him. And then I set it on fire with
What do you use it? Firebolt? Okay.
Fire is always the way to go, man.
The fire. Flammable objects. Yep. Stopping with the hut stopping. Warner carried. Fire begins in the hut. All right. That is going to take us to Lenora. There's 3 dark eyes chasing you. You're about 25 feet from there's another bug. So they're 25 feet behind you, and in front of you, and 25 feet, there's another dart thrower. But his attention doesn't seem to be focused on you.
I'm gonna run up on that guy.
Okay.
And I hit him with my hand axe.
Mm.
But I'd like to, but I don't think I will with a 9.
9? No, that does not do it. He turns around and goes, "Oh, I can see you."
Is that a thing? Can I keep my shield up?
Yeah, our AC is the same. You just have it.
Yeah. Great. No.
Your AC is pretty good. They have to roll like a 16 or higher. So unless like 4 people or more are attacking you at once in a round, how likely is it that someone's going to hit you? How likely is it that 4 or more people are going to attack you in a round? Anyway, that's going to be the hut fire. The hut starting to catch.
That fire affect the rest of the force? Hopefully not.
So that would be you hear a scream from inside, and you hear the voice say, "I remember now. I was not supposed to warn these fools. I was supposed to let me out of this hut." And you hear like banging on the door that you've locked shut.
Oh God!
Burn, baby, burn.
That's going to be Artur in hiding.
You think about it, he was going to kill us anyways, so.
That's true.
At least you didn't get to kill the old guy this time, Elliot. I guess every other week.
Yeah, we'll get him next time.
Yeah. So, the nearest little roach guys, where's the nearest ones to me?
That dart thrower.
The dart thrower. Okay. All right, bet. So I come around the back of him and try to hit him, I guess, or attack him with my rapier.
Yeah, you were in hiding, so you can roll with advantage.
Bits. Oh, I'm good. I'm take that nat 20 right there, boy.
Nat 20? Yeah, double all the dice. So 2d6, 2d8 plus 4.
Jeez.
God.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm so happy I went home and got my dice. Because I swear the app I was using some weird-ass algorithm.
Yeah, apps are no match for the real click-clack of the shiny stones.
Exactly. All right. That's a 5. an 8. And then for the D6, so that'd be 13. I got a 5 and a 4 for the D6.
So that's, hang on,
Okay.
21 plus 4, so 25. Yeah, you poke this guy through his carapace, and he just spontaneously combusts.
I get all freaked out. Scream a little bit.
A little bit of bug goop in your mouth.
I laugh. I laugh at his reaction.
And then you still have your bonus action if you want to go back into hiding. Or make another movement, or you have a movement and a bonus action.
So where are the nearest guys? So I know there's 2 dart throwers out.
They're probably about, I think, probably a distance of about 10 feet from you is where everyone else is fighting. So Lenora is probably about 20 feet away towards the road. No, she's moved up, so she's next to you. About 10 feet away is everyone else and those other 4 roachlings.
See, I rather see. You know what? I'm gonna go back and hide since I'm still in distance to attack everybody come my next turn, because I still get advantage for that, right? And the person attacking me will get disadvantage still.
Yeah.
Bet. I'm gonna go back and hide.
Make another stealth roll.
Come no stealth. Drop bombs on your moms. Kill car bombs. Ooh, 15 plus 8, 23.
Yep, you are a shadow, vanished.
Boy, you cannot see me. I'm invisible.
Let's see, this is going to be those dart throwers who are going to all attack Lenora. She's the closest one still.
Everyone's trying to kill Lenora.
And one of them rolled a nat 20 again. What are the odds of that?
More than 4 people would be attacking you in one round.
The life of a woman in a nutshell.
So that's going to be 7 points of damage total.
Then I have 2 points left. And also, like, not to be that girl, but, like, this feels, what's the word? Prejudiced? Sexist, maybe?
Sexist?
Misogynistic?
They attack the guys, too.
This is a hate crime right here. This is a hate crime.
Well, to be fair, you were by yourself from the rest of the party.
Just because I want to pet a dog, that means I get attacked? No.
Hey, by the way, who took a whole ass movement action just so they could give you the 5 temporary hit points?
You can stay. You're good.
Exactly.
Not all men are trash. I am, though.
Most of them, though. I'm going to say most of them are, though.
Elliot.
As the Dungeon Master, I am not a man. I am an omnipresent force. If you're by yourself during an ambush, the most ambushers are going to be in your... Yeah, anyway. I don't need to defend this. I can just keep dealing damage to you. That's the dart throwers. The raiders, their swords. Once again, 2 of them are attacking Halyth. One of them misses. One of them gets a dirty 20. That's going to be another 4 points of damage to Halyth. One of them runs after Elliot. Halyth, if you'd like to, this must run past you to get to Elliot. You may make an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Like the one going after Elliot, I could make an opportunity.
Because he's leaving your threatened area.
If you could kill him, actually, that'd be great. That's what I worry about.
I guess I'll just get the rapier out, right? 13.
13? Yeah, that's exactly enough to hit. Their armor class is 13.
5 damage.
5. Yep, it looks pretty messed up, but it's still in the fight. That's going to make a scene on Elliot. Dirty 20, that one's going to hit 2. That will be 6 points of damage to Elliot.
5 hit points. Okay.
And then that is going to... see, and then the other raider's going to take an attack on Nigel. It rolls a nat 1, and it trips and falls prone. That is going to be Elliot.
All right. Remind me, the horn is not stack. It is up to 5.
Yeah. So basically, temporary hit points, they don't stack. So if you blow it again, anyone who's lost their hit points will get that back. Anyone who has, I don't think anyone, it's either been fully lost or not lost at all, but yeah. So basically the people who have 5 still wouldn't get 10. They just still have 5 temporary hit points.
Then I'm going to cast Firebolt on the one that attacked me.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll for it.
So 14.
That'll
No,
hit.
13. 13.
That'll hit exactly.
Okay, cool. So that'll be 8 damage.
8 damage? Yeah, the one who comes out just attacked you. You just goes up. He goes up in flames.
That's the one I attacked you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one you were able to opportunity attack.
Smoked like a fucking joint.
Let's see. And then are you doing anything else with your turn? You still have a movement. No one's immediately next to you, so you would not get an attack of opportunity if you moved somewhere.
Okay, and who's all left? It's
So there's the guy who's still alive in the hut burning. There's 3 of them asleep on the road. There's 3 dart throwers who are like on steadily coming towards y'all, who have been attacking Lenora. And then there's 1 really badly injured and 2 other raiders who are around you guys, like kind of in your immediate vicinity.
I'm gonna move a little bit closer to the 3 sleeping, but still in range of the
Gotcha. So towards the dart throwers.
Yeah, just to get like kind of closer position, but still like in this like the 2 raiders kind of area.
Gotcha. So you're kind of moving equidistant between them. Okay.
Yeah.
So we move a little towards the road. That is going to be the sleeping guys are still asleep, and that's going to be Halyth.
Okay. I keep noticing from the core of my and from what I hear, like how much like Lenora keeps getting attacked. So like, do I have range to use a longbow to like help her out?
If you want to, I would say you don't. Definitely not longbow range. I mean, there's other 3 dart throwers. If you wanted to cast Hail of Thorns and do a crossbow attack on the dart throwers, you could definitely do that, and you wouldn't hit her. But because you're using a ranged weapon and melee distance from other people, so you'd have to like either step away, or either way they get an attack of opportunity, basically. So you either need to step away and do it, but then they get attacks from you stepping away, or if you just did it, they would get attacks on you because you're standing there firing a weapon.
Okay, like they're in front of me, right?
Yeah, so you're facing them, and then behind you is where the 3 dart throwers are.
Okay. Let's see. Like how close are the ones behind me?
They're in melee distance with you, the 2 that are fighting you.
Okay, the 2 that are fighting me.
Yeah.
Because like there's a couple that are in front of me and then a couple behind me, right?
Yeah, 2 are attacking you, 1's attacking Nigel, and then behind you are like probably about 35 feet back or so are the ones on the road who are throwing darts at Lenora.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I mean, I guess, let me see. Hold on. Okay. I rolled that because I wanted to do an athletics thing, which is 18 plus 4.
What athletic things are you trying to do?
Well, could I, like, it's the one that's in front of me that I was trying to taunt. I wanted to see if I could, like, jump and then try and, like slice him through.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll. You go ahead and jump up. It's not going to change the main roll. But yeah, you do with that 22, you do a really sick jump before you attack him. Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right. Let's see. Hold on. That fell. 16.
Yep, that'll hit. Go ahead, roll damage. Actually, I think even minimum damage, you kill this guy. How do you kill this guy? From your jump.
I do the jump and I go through his head all the way through his whole body. So I
just a real clean, like, needle through, and then you pull your sword out, and it's so sharp it just falls apart. Yep, that guy is now dead. And there's still one other guy next to you. That is going to be the Roach Lord's going to try to burst out through the door. That's a really shitty strength roll. So he's still in the burning building. Let me out! I am the Lord of the Roachlings! I shall destroy you all! That's gonna be Nigel.
If he wasn't shouting, I would be picturing the end of Midsummer. I guess until he started shouting, I was picturing the end of Midsummer.
I'm thinking of the cockroach from Doom Patrol who's always yelling about the end of the world. So Nigel, it's you. There's one roachling that's like attacking you in your face. Once again, 3 dart throwing ones from the road. Guy in the burning building.
I'm gonna do 2 magic missiles on the guy attacking me, and 2 to one of the dart throwers.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll those.
Okay. 4d4.
Is that the spell you prepared today at the level above?
Mm-hmm.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, it's usually gonna be that one, to be honest.
Gotcha. I mean, we'll see as time goes on. You get more spells.
True. Okay, so the 2 that hit the closest to me, it's gonna be 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 2
Altogether?
that hit one of, yeah.
Gotcha.
And wait, no, 6, 7, 8, because I gotta
Gotcha.
add the +1.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
Yes.
other 2 that hit the dart throw, it's gonna be 7.
7? Yeah. Both of them, just you cast out these magic missiles and just pop, pop, pop. And then both of them are just like bludgeoned by this magical force. And both of them collapse to heaps to the ground, unconscious and dead. First unconscious, then dead. Then are you taking a movement or or bonus action?
I'm gonna step away from the burning house, even
Gotcha.
more so.
Just so yeah, you know there's a lot of these dead leaves on the ground around are trying to look like they're about to start catching.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be Lenora.
All right. I would like to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Go for it.
What do I just need to, do I just do it or do I have to roll for that?
You just do it because it's just within touch range.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm eating chips. Okay.
Professional. Looks like your share of the $2 of AdSense aren't going to have to reflect that.
Punch powder. So this is the first time I'm casting a spell ever. So
Everyone applaud for Story.
No, you gotta do the emote.
Oh, you gotta do the that's on
Wait, how
Skype.
do I do it? Oh,
no, there's applause on there. Well, spell ability modifier, that's the attack bonus, yeah?
No, that's just your charisma.
Oh, a fool I am. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, awesome. I have 8 more hit points now, so I have 10.
All right, and then are you taking a movement or a bonus?
Is there anyone near me? No?
Artur is kind of near you, but he's also kind of hidden.
No enemies, because I can't do anything else to help him.
Oh, yeah, Elliot's kind of there too. I mean, if you want to like put some distance, like you're not like the main. Because was it Halyth and Nigel? Yeah, Halyth and Nigel are both fighting like most of their roaches. There's one roachling over there versus the 3 roachlings that are following you. So if you want to run towards Halyth and Nigel are fighting one guy. Elliot is kind of like out in the middle, or you
know. Can I run into the space between those 2?
Sure, kind of run over that direction.
What would that put their radius at, but from me?
There'd probably be like 10 feet on either side of you.
Okay, great. I'm gonna run to kind of there and then patiently await my next turn where I'm gonna cast another spell.
Gotcha. But that is going to take us back to the top. The hut's burning. The guy inside is getting a little burned. Alrighty, and then that is going to take us back to Artur, who is hidden.
All right, who's the nearest little roach bastard near me?
The nearest one, let's see, 10 feet away is the one attacking Halyth.
Well, I don't know which one has the most health.
They all look uninjured. The dart throwers and the 2 remaining dart throwers and the one guy attacking Halyth are all uninjured.
Okay. And how many hit points does Halyth have left? How many hit points does Halyth have?
15.
15. Oh, so you're good. Bet. Well, I'm still gonna attack him. I'm gonna go ahead and get that guy.
Gotcha. Roll with advantage. Come out of sneak, yeah.
Bet. 12. 12 plus 6, 18.
18, yep, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. 1d8 plus 4. Bet. 11.
11? Yeah, just destroyed. All that's left of the 2 dart throwers, the 3 that are asleep on the road, and the guy in the house. So that is going to take us to those dart throwers who, she's like, she can heal herself. Target, we need to find a weaker target. And they turn to Elliot, who is now the closest one to them, and they both throw darts at him. Let's see, does a 14 hit?
No.
Your armor class is 15. What's your armor class?
15.
Hell yeah. Yeah, the other one definitely doesn't hit them. It's 2 darts, you just like duck out of the way. It's almost kind of a cool moment if it wasn't for the terror in your eyes. And then that is going to be, all the raiders are dead. They're no longer involved in this. That's going to be you, Elliot.
He's going to look at, there's 2 dart throwers left?
Yes.
He's going to look at him. He's going to go, my turn. And he's going to cast Magic Missile once again.
Mm-hmm.
Big dart.
Which one looks the most fucked up?
They both hit? Neither of them have been hit.
Okay, the one on the left is going to get 2. The one on the right is going to get 1.
Sounds good.
That's 5. And that's 3. And then this is for the one on the right, and that's
gotcha.
2.
2. Yeah, the second one on the right looks a little messed up. The one on the left just gone. It's horrible carapace. The bug smells all over. That is going to. Are you taking a movement?
No.
No, gotcha. That's going to take us to. Those guys are still asleep. That's going to be you, Halyth.
So there's the 3 asleep and the one like that Seth was just fighting. Though that's a little fucked up.
Yeah. There's 3 asleep, and then there's the guy inside. He's still beating on the door. He doesn't sound like he's weakening yet. And then there's one guy who's over by Elliot.
Yeah. What's the range on him?
He's probably he's probably about 30 feet from you.
Okay, so I could use my hand crossbow and like
Mm-hmm.
if I'm able to get him and get damage, I think I want to use Sickly Blade on him. I've never used it before.
That's part of your Witch Queen, right?
Yeah.
Queen Witches. Yeah. Let me just do the stats on that. Which is Sickly Blade. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Yeah. Sorry. 13.
13? Yep, that's enough to exactly hit.
All right.
Roll damage.
D6 is the regular one, right?
Correct.
Okay. 4.
4 points damage. Gotcha. It's looking bad, but it's still barely hanging in there. And then what does it need to beat? What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is 13.
13. Yep, does not make the saves. Oh, I don't feel so good. Wait, actually, it's a roach. It has advantage against poison. Still doesn't make it. Oh, I'm supposed to be good at not getting sick, but I don't feel so good.
Sounds about right when you fuck with us.
Raid is blade with raid.
The Roach Lord, in an inspiring feat of athleticism, breaks through the shitty wooden door, and then with his second attack, you see, I am the Roach Lord, and you shall fall by my hand. And you see his blade is begrimed. It's dripping with gross stuff, probably poisonous. And he's going to make his second attack at Halyth. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes.
Gotcha. So first you take 4 points of piercing damage, and then you take another 4 points of poison damage, so 8 points of damage altogether.
Okay. Wait.
Adios, mío.
4 and then what? Another 4?
Yeah, 4 and another 4.
Okay. That's
And then that is going to take us to Nigel. So Nigel, there's one really weak-looking dark guy left who's been poisoned, and then there's the Roach Lord has just burst out of the hut right behind you and attacked Halyth.
Let me see something. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just if I put the Roach Lord to sleep, will he wake up when he starts getting burned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, he has much more hit points than his companion, so there's also the chance of would you be able to put him to sleep?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna be my last spell slot, but I'm gonna go all out for the Roach Lord on Magic Missile.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll those darts.
hurt the motherfucker.
Holy shit, that was terrible.
What'd you get?
11 total.
Altogether?
Yes.
Yeah, he takes it, and he looks injured, but he's not, like, bloody yet.
Damn it. Okay.
Magic, I am more powerful than a mere man's magic. Roaches have survived everything. There is nothing that can kill a roach. And then that is going to take us to Lenora.
Okay, what party members are near me?
The nearest was at least 10 feet on one side, Elliot on the other 10 feet.
Who's on the first team?
Elliot's on one side of you. He's more towards that remaining dart thrower. And then on the other side of you are Artur, Halyth, and Nigel.
Okay.
They're all around the Roach Lord.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Bless. And the three, it's going to be Elliot, Artur, and Nigel. Because, Artur, your hit points are still really low. Yeah? He's not listening. Who has lower hit points? I know that it's not.
I have 4 and then 5 temporary. Yeah, I have low ones.
Okay. It's not going to heal you for anything, but it's going to make you a little more like.
I'm pretty good, to be honest. No
Okay.
Like a Gatorade.
Oh, you're good? Does Halyth need Bless more? All it does is a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add that to their attack or saving throw.
Basically, like, yeah. Gotcha.
So, yeah. Bless would be then Elliot. Nigel, you don't need it?
No.
Okay, then Halyth and Artur.
So you guys.
I did get poisoned.
Yeah, so those of you who are blessed, and you haven't been poisoned, it's just poison damage.
Okay.
So whenever you roll your d20 from now on, if you're blessed, you roll the d4 as well and add the d4 to the d20.
Yeah. And that's every roll. That's not like a one-time thing.
Yeah, it's as long as this combat's going on.
It's attack rolls and saving throws.
That is going to take us to. Are you doing any movement?
No.
The leaves have begun to catch fire around the hut, and so in another turn, that terrain next to the hut is going to become dangerous. That's going to be Artur.
Okay. So I know where we are. You said the Roach God is what, outside of the
Roach Lord? Yeah, he's stepped out from the front door and just attacked Halyth.
And then there's a dark guy next to Elliot.
Yeah, and that dark guy is looking very, very bad. The Roach Lord's still looking like he's got fight left in him.
And then those are the only 2 left, and then there's the 3 guys asleep, right?
3 guys asleep, yeah. And there's more guys fighting at the caravan, but once again, narratively speaking or mechanically speaking,
how they're doing is
based on how y'all are doing, yeah. So there's it seems like they're about to, just like there's 2 guys left here, they've got only a handful of guys left over there that they seem to be dealing with pretty efficiently.
Am I in enough distance to the Roach Lord?
To attack? Yeah, you can definitely get a sneak attack in on him.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get a sneak attack on him with the rapier.
Go ahead and roll with advantage. Then add your d4 as well.
19 plus 2, that's 21. That's for the first one.
You're blessed.
17 plus 3 is 20. I take 21.
Oh, alrighty. Plus, yeah, that definitely hits his armor class. Go ahead and roll damage with sneak attack. So 1d8, 1d6, and plus 4.
Oh, you already rolled to attack, so I got to roll 1d8. And then 1d6 plus 4. So, what's that, 7? I got 11.
11? Yeah, he looks pretty fucked up now, but he's still in the fight.
Good. Can I use a bonus action?
Yeah.
To hide?
Let's see. Yeah, you can use bonus action. I will say, if you're trying to not get caught in the fire, you might want to take a bonus action disengage and then move. If you're fine with getting caught in the fire this next turn, hiding's,
Yeah, so, I only got basically 4 hit points, 5 temporary. So, let me get the hell out of there, I guess.
Okay, so you disengage, and then how far are you running back? Your full move, or are you just, moving part of the way back?
Partial way. Let me move 20 feet back, man.
Gotcha. You get a little ways back. You're probably around where Elliot is now.
Yeah, I'll move next to Elliot.
Gotcha. That is going to be the one remaining dart thrower who's going to Elliot, and he's like, fuck you, man. He rolls a disadvantage. Yep, those aren't going to hit. His dart, he throws his dart, and it, right as soon as it leaves his hand, immediately, falls. It's drops it. Then that is going to take us to Elliot.
I'm gonna leave that dart thrower for now. How far away am I from Roach Lord?
25 feet.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter on him.
Okay.
Hideous Laughter.
Cautious Hideous Laughter.
Succeed on a whiz save.
Yeah.
14.
Again, 14. He does not.
So Elliot's gonna he's gonna grab his horn. He's gonna point it out. He's gonna go to do the wah, 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 wah sound.
He's like, he couldn't throw the dart, and then he made the sound of disappointment. And he falls back on his carapace and just starts rolling in laughter. And then that is you taking any movement?
Who's attacking next?
Next up in the initiative, after the sleeping swordsman is Halyth.
Okay, I'm gonna give Halyth a bardic inspiration.
Gotcha. So Halyth, you're bardically inspired. So when you roll, if you want to do your attack, you can roll the D20, the D4, and the D6 before you even add your attack modifier. Just that's Elliot. Sword people are asleep. That's going to be Halyth.
All right.
The Roach Lord. Also, you have advantage on attacking the Roach Lord because he is prone on the ground laughing.
Well, yeah, and would this be a waste? But could I use the evil eye on him?
Let's see. The evil eye. You could use it on him. Disadvantage checks. As long as this is doing. Yeah, evil eye is a bonus action. You could do that as well if you'd like.
Yeah, that's okay. But I'll what's the range on him?
He's within 5 feet of you.
Okay, so
he just attacked you.
With the rapier, so okay, this is D20, D4, and D6.
Yeah, so roll the D20 twice first and take the higher one.
Okay. $25.
25. Yep, that's definitely gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, 1d8 4. Well, hold on. Five.
5 points of damage.
Yeah.
Just he's looking real bad, but he's still alive. He's like, I know it's not that funny, but I just can't stop. And then it's his turn, so now he spends his turn laughing. He gets a chance to save, but because of Evil Eye, he now has disadvantage. And one of those is a nat 20, and one of those is a nat 3. So he stays laughing on the ground. And then Halyth, are you? And that's going to be Nigel.
I am going. Who's left?
Who's left is just the Roach Lord and the 3 sleeping guys. Oh yeah, and there's the dark guy with 1 hit point left.
Okay. I'm gonna tie up one of the sleeping guys with certain rope.
Yeah, and you're moving 30 feet back to where the sleeping guys are. They're a little further than 30 feet away though. Oh. You're by the hut. The hut's like 50 feet from the road. So you're like 55 feet from them.
Okay. I guess I'll finish off. Wait, no. Okay. Does Ray of Frost stop the fire? Is it gonna stop the fire?
No, Ray of Frost, it will not. The spells like create water wood. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna firebolt him then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
5.
5 points. 5 to hit.
Oh no, I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Firebolt, you have to roll to hit.
It's cocked. 13.
13. That will not hit. He is a little better armored than his compatriots.
Okay.
That is. And then are you taking a move?
I'm gonna get closer to the sleeping people.
Gotcha. Head back towards the road. Lenora, that's you.
All right. Bless is still in effect. I don't have any spell slots left anyway. I would like to move. Is that one guy that Elliot was fighting still alive?
Yeah, he has 1 hit point left.
Oh, can I run up to him with my hand axe?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Hell yeah. 17.
17. Yep, that'll hit.
Awesome.
Go ahead, roll damage.
Plus strength 9. Ha. He's gonna poof.
9 points of damage. Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, thought so. Boom.
The Roach Lord or Dart Man?
Just the Dart Man.
Gotcha.
Let's see. That is going to take us back to the top.
Wait, sorry, that was only. That was only 10 feet of movement, right?
That would have been because you moved. Hang on.
I didn't move at all. I was 10 feet.
It would have been 50 because you were 10 feet from Elliot. He was like 10 feet from Elliot as well. So what's the hypotenuse of the?
Okay, so.
It would be like 15 feet. We'll call it. So you have another 10 feet of movement.
Yeah, I'd like to move 10 feet towards the Roach Lord then.
10 feet towards the Roach Lord. Gotcha. So you're not this far. That takes back to the top of the round. The hut has begun burning. So who's still there? The Roach Lord is, and then Halyth. And then was anyone else still there? So Nigel stepped back, right? Artur stepped back. So yeah, Halyth, I just need you to make a dexterity save to try to jump away from the flames as they start like biting at your feet. The Roach Lord cannot move. He's stuck there.
11.
11. Yeah, this is a DC 11 check, so you only take half damage. You just take 3 points of damage as you jump back.
All right. Yeah,
that is going to take us to Artur.
My bad, bro. I am so lost. I was not paying attention. That's totally my fault.
Dark guy is dead. 3 guys asleep on the road. The Roach Lord is stuck in the flames, still laughing on the ground as the fire's beginning to spread. But you do have a clear shot to him if you're trying to just shoot at him.
True that. So what about the sleeping guys, man? Can we is there a way we can restrain them, or do we eventually have to finish them off?
You can time up, or you can finish them off. It's up to you. They're asleep, so you get a free attack on them. You get basically an advantage on the attack roll against them. Actually, you know what? They're asleep. I'm gonna say that you could because they're particularly weak. You can, and most of them are already injured. If you want to go over there and just kill one of them outright, you can do that.
God damn.
You could just tie them up though.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe they got some information we can ask them.
Make an
why the
insight
hell
roll.
are they? Ooh, boy, I'm on fire today. Nat 20.
Nat 20. You get the sense that with a Nat 20, the offerings that most people leave at the shrine is food. Yeah. You get the sense that these guys are literally just fucking roaches. They want that food, and they want to just like eat people. They're not like there's no higher purpose. They're just trying to live, and the way they live is by killing others.
All right, bet. So I guess we're gonna kill all these fuckers. I do like the commentary on the fucking roach guy. I'd be kind of sad to kill him off.
Why the ruse?
Why? to gain the
what was the purpose?
You would have had Nigel not charmed him. You wouldn't have known, and there would have been a full surprise round where they get attacks for free.
Yes, but like if they don't have any goals, just like eat food, like. What was the purpose of the surprise? Or like
I could have gave him a sandwich.
All right, so what are you doing, Artur, with your turn? Are you going over?
You have to all almost die.
I'm gonna go just.
Roaches.
I'm just gonna start hacking at one of the guys that's sleeping with my rapier.
Actually, yeah, one of them is just dead. That's gonna take us to. They're all dead. Elliot, that's you.
So who's left?
Two guys and a guy.
The Roach Lord and two sleeping guys.
Two guys, Roach Lord.
The little shocky.
I'm gonna magic missile because there's 3, so 1 for each.
Gotcha. So each the sleeping guys and the Roach Lord.
Yeah. So gotcha. Sleeping guy 1 gets 2. Sleeping guy 2 gets 3. Roach Lord gets 2.
2. All right. Roach Lord's still alive, but he's once again laughing on the ground. The 2 sleeping guys dead.
I believe he makes every time he gets attacked, he makes a wisdom save as well to see if he's still laughing.
So
it's also at the beginning of his turn. Yeah.
It's the end of his turn, and each time it takes damage. Gotcha. So he should make a wisdom save for Halyth attacking his. Wait, no, Halyth. Yeah. 2 nat 1s, and then the other one, it does not make it.
Nope.
Is it supposed to be a 14, right? Yeah, didn't even make a 13. Pathetic.
Let's go. Wow, fucking loser.
So it's Elliot, and then that's going to take us to that is going to take us to Halyth again.
Could I cure wounds on myself?
Yourself? Sure. Do you want to get back away from the fire before you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to say I just run and attack somebody because we're already damn near done, I guess, right?
I mean, the only guy who's left is he's laughing on the ground. So I mean, he could. Well, if his turn's next. So if you attack him and he's still alive, if on his next turn, if he succeeds next turn and getting up, he couldn't attack you. You still have a whole other turn before he could attack you. So it's up to you.
I'll try.
It's up to him. I was just asking.
Yeah, and then don't forget to add your. Did you use the D6 last round?
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
So you can. You can use.
Don't forget your plus either.
Yeah, the D20, the D4, and the D6 if you're trying to attack.
D20, D4. I want to use the rapier on him, so do I use those 3 plus my attack bonus?
Yeah, so those 3 plus your attack bonus, because the D4 is the blessed from Lenora, the D6 is the bardic from Elliot, and the rest is all you.
All right. Let's see. Okay. 32 in all with the attack bonus.
Yeah. What'd you get on the D20?
16.
Gotcha. You just go ahead and roll damage.
D8 plus 8.
How do you finish this guy off?
Let's
He's on the
see.
ground. I can't flip myself over.
Let's say I slash into his. I slash inside, and then I pull his heart out.
His bug intestines fly out all over the place. He is no more. You're out of initiative order, but the fire is still spreading. You do have in your bath, Vardo, and one of the wagons, there is quite a supply of water. If you would like to try to put it out, or it seems like the rest of your caravan has dealt with their broachman as well. If you'd like to, you can just run. It's up to y'all.
Run.
I cast Mage Hand and grab a bucket of water and then take it to the source of the fire.
Splash! There's still fire going. It's gonna take more than one.
Damn it!
Fire out.
I mean, you notice that once again, right now it's like early summer. It's the most of the trees are still pretty damp. The only reason that this is happening here is because in this area they laid down all that like dead leaves and stuff and mulch basically to like hide underneath. So it definitely get the local area pretty bad. But also there haven't been any villages for a while on either side of you, as far as you know.
Shrine.
Yeah, I mean it's up to y'all what you want to do.
Are we gonna have repercussions if we don't protect this Fae shrine?
Make an insight roll.
No, we just gotta just put the fire out. Save nature.
That's true.
I rolled a 9.
I mean, you feel like, just from what you know, you feel like the Faes would be up. If you had a shrine, you'd feel upset if your people who are supposedly on your side let it burn.
Yeah.
Can I splash the water on the shrine?
Yeah, can we pour water around it?
Around it? Yeah, you guys start, so you guys you're dousing the shrine with water and then taking off?
Yeah, the ground all around it.
Okay, so you splash around, or, I mean...
Not the offerings, the ground around the shrine, not the shrine itself. The
Gotcha,
stone.
so you...
Maybe a little bit on the shrine just in case. Like a little, make it a little wet.
You don't have that much time, so you splash around the shrine, slash the shrine a little, and then you're getting out of there. Is that correct?
Sure.
All right, you splash around the shrine, you get out of there. Devin says, right, let's go then. Musters the horses. This is like top speed for the carriage. I mean, within 10 minutes of concentrated effort from the group, you're out of the area where there's all this muck on the ground. You see behind you as you walk, kind of like resume your slower pace. Later in the day, you do see a large plume of smoke from within the forest, but it doesn't seem like it's spreading more outside of that area.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. And I would say that and that's 2/3 of our. So there's one little last piece of this episode. So as you're coming through on your path north, there's a branch in the path. And one way goes through the forest, and one way goes around. The way through the forest is it's shorter, but it's also more dangerous. These are not an ordinary forest. They're the forest of the Pombero, which is a cousin of the Fae, but it is known for being extremely dangerous, an extremely dangerous type of creature. As well as, and the other side, on the longer way around, though, while less dangerous, you also know from your map there's a lot more. Isabeau would have given a warning that up this way, in the more lawful roads, there's going to be a lot more checkpoints for the military who are stopping caravans and parties coming through. So that's the choice as a group that you have to make as you're approaching the fork between those two.
Does anyone else have their favorite terrain as the forest?
I mean, both are kind of the forest. This is really dense woodlands comparatively.
You're a ranger, right, TJ?
Yeah.
Don't you get to have a favorite terrain?
Well, yeah, that's why I put forest.
All right. So I think we'd be good if you lead the way, right?
Oh yeah, if we don't start fighting right now, because I got pretty fucked up.
Yeah. But I'm just saying rangers are meant to guide us through forest and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, once again, this will be in between that time, you guys have had a long rest, and the forest will be either the forest or the main road. This is going to be the first kind of storyline, if that makes sense.
Interesting. I don't know. It's up to you, TJ. If you feel comfortable leading us through the forest, it's your skill set.
Yeah, I'd be fine with it.
All right. So you're heading into the forest of the Pombero. Yeah, so as you're going in, you see like an army, like a military messenger, but maybe the same one that, it's the same one that you guys had met before, without his horse, by himself. It seems like he had delivered his previous message, and now he's doing something else. Yeah, we're almost done with the session, don't worry. And then you notice, though, his clothes are torn. He's bald now. There's not a single bit of hair on his body. And that is where we'll end this episode. Tune in next week for the exciting next part. Don't forget to like the video, comment the video, subscribe the video. All right. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.